Good day, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos for educational purpose only. We're not responsible for your trade. Today, I don't know if there is. Okay. I don't know if there's any sound in there. Testing, testing. I don't know if the sound working on. Uh, So is the sound good, Harold? I think I'm having a problem with the sound. Okay, great. I don't know because on the application showing that the microphone is off, but you're saying the microphone is on. That's a good news. I'll figure out what's going on. Well, this morning I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning, and all day long, short, 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 short. It was a beautiful day. Right now, the market is going to change a few minutes ago to the long side, but we have some major news on the Fed German around the 12:20. So the market is going to be sideways till 12:20 if you don't count on it. We just had signals coming from when I'm trying to see what's going on with the microphone. We had a signal on the ES. The CL is from the market analyzer. We have down and we have up on the ES from the signal. And as you see at 12:20, we have the Feds, and I have extended on purpose the target. And we have also the YM, also the target 46.12, and the ES is 66.46, but I'm not doing anything to it at this moment. I'm leaving it as is, all of them, and we will go ahead and fuzzle with the market to see how we can stay safe in the market without getting in trouble. The problem with the long trades, they're very weak. They're not strong, and let me show you why. On the market analyzer here, we have still a tremendous red on a higher time frame. Yes, the buyers over the sellers, but it's not the whole system is not in sequence, indicating there are weakness in the long trade. However, the ES, believe it or not, is in much better shape than the Nasdaq, but nevertheless, still we have a lot of red dots in here and in here, and this is not really uh, strong long trades. So you will um, be careful with the long trade. If you are going on a long trade, don't count too much on it. The market analyzer on the top here indicating the target for today is 66.48 for the morning session. For the Nasdaq is 24,691. The gold just hit the target. The gold on 41.55 target. You can see it here, target, and it just hit the target on the gold. I don't have the chart for the gold, but it is going fine. So we need to be careful with the long trade. So if you see profit on your long trade, don't stand by it too long. Secure your profit on it. And on the Nasdaq right now, we're still going long, but the re-entry on the Nasdaq, if you want to re-enter the market, is 24,548 on the pullback. And now we have the symmetry. Just plot the reverse line, so you have to be really careful. This is your re-entry on the Nasdaq, 24,549. It's a very, very you should not go heavy today because everybody waiting on the Feds at 12:20. Everyone. So the ES is about to hit the target. The ES is on 6,646. And this is coming from the market analyzer from the top here. I extended the target all the way up here, but the target is, we can extend it a little bit to the resistance line at 66, 69. I can do it by itself. You can do it by yourself, or you can let the auto trade move the targets for you automatically. If the market is trending, the auto trade will extend the target for you automatically. So this is for the ES. The YM, I'm gonna let it hit the target. I'm not too crazy about the long trades today. So the YM is 46.12 target hit, and the CL is going a bit slower. So I hate it when it does that. Anyway, but we are going in the right direction. So on the bottom here is the swing trading, and here is coming from the market analyzer, auto trade. There are 5 different auto trades on this, and we are going to monitor if this ES after I hit that target will drop, or there is a resistance at 66.52 and a resistance at 66.65. So most likely this is the morning target. We'll see. Oh, the institutional target today is 67.48. Is way far out. You never know. But this is the market. We never know. Okay, everything can change. We have a buy signal on the DAX. It was a very good day in the morning, the European hours. Very good. Very happy. I've been sitting non-stop from 5 o'clock in the morning. I knew it was going to be a busy day, and it was very busy morning. You see, after the target, the ES is hitting a little bit on the pullback. Your re-entry long, sir, on the Nasdaq right now is 24,556.50, and then is supported by thick support line. So this is the re-entry on the Nasdaq, yes, sir. Actually, I'm hoping the market not recover, but it is. So but everything changed when the Fed speaking at 12:20 today. So there is a way you can make a tons of money in those days where the Feds are speaking, but I'm not gonna share how the technique to use when the Feds are speaking on YouTube, because there is a high risk. So we're gonna stay on a safe risk. Um, you can see the symmetry. They are working perfectly from A, B, C, and then followed by a reversal. This is a really, you need to keep your eye on it. It is really important feature. It's really important feature. So now we hit the double reversal on the, those reversal are not repaint, but those reversal start indicating they are weakness a little bit. So you gotta keep your eye open to the trade. For the ES as a re-entry, it is 66.2950 as a re-entry long only. Wow, the market really hitting. Then we might as well extend the targets. It looked like it was gonna go this way. The second line, 6664. The institutional is still way far, so we're gonna leave it alone. Nasdaq is really taking off. ES, took that trade when we start the webinar in 15 minutes. We are up 4,000 on the ES. It seems like they already know what is gonna happen when the Feds are talking. They already got the numbers, most likely. So that's good. The Nasdaq is doing extremely well. Now the Nasdaq start taking off. The ES still primary direction, and the Nasdaq is following actually the ES. The target on the Nasdaq you can see has extended to 24,692. You can take a profit on those levels. beautiful day. Whoever got up in the morning like I did, I knew this morning is going to be hammered into the short, and it did everywhere. Every place you took short, you made money. Every now it's going change the direction to the long side, but I'm not sure. I'm not happy about the long. We'll see. Maybe the Fed will surprise everyone. We kept talking, and I have made a statement many times. I have made a statement many times. For day trading, the best is the future. For the long term, you can go ahead and flip the coin and try to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever, meme coin, whatever, for a long term. But on a daily income, on a daily basis, Ninja Trader is very efficient with the ticks, and that it is the most important. Not the whoever can make a MACD or a momentum. That what we have seen here at the moment is what we have seen on MetaTrader and MetaTrader 5 and 4. It happened 20 years ago. And MetaTrader as an example, or some other a platform right now many traders are using without calling any names or name of the platforms, they're not accurate with one tick. And when you are auto trading or trading ES, NASDAQ, the accuracy in Ninja Trader is superb. There is no other platform can give you accuracy. I mean, Ninja Trader is not my company. I care less. I mean, they're not my cousin. I will say it the way it is. Now, if you wanted to position yourself on a long-term investment with the crypto, and then there are many different platforms for a long investment. If you want to invest for the next 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, but the Nasdaq for daily basis. And another things also, I have mentioned several times, that cryptocurrency is not just technical. When you are trading, and that's why many people has fell in the Forex for many years, for 30 years, 99.9% people have fell in the Forex because it's driven by fundamental and technical. And anything is driven by fundamental or technical. It's not something you can day trade. I don't care whatever uh, indicator or strategy you have. It might work one day, it might work for 2 days. But when you are using Bitcoin, uh, like me, when I want to see the Bitcoin levels, I open a daily chart. I don't go with 1 minute, 5 minutes, 60 minutes, because the daily chart and the weekly chart can give you a little bit more for a long investment. For Forex, I use 240 minutes and combine it with the 15 and 5 minutes to pinpoint the entry, and then I hold. I don't overmerge myself like what millions of dollars has lost over the weekend because they are really using a stop loss, and they are using money uh, 10x more than what they have. I want to put it nicely. The future trading on a daily basis can make more money with a right attitude. With a if you are a trader with the future, you can make 10 times more money than a Bitcoin on a day trading, because Bitcoin or some other crypto, it's not stable directions, and it's not 100% technical. I'm not attacking crypto, I'm not attacking Forex, but we still, uh, maybe there are more platform are smarter, uh, much smarter than NinjaTrader. I have to admit, I've been working on some of it to put our system on, and I can see it's big. But to be honest with you, uh, when I go back to NinjaTrader, I can pinpoint the tick where the market is going to reverse, uh, where the market is going to be done for today. This luxury we have on the future trading, the accuracy by tick puts you on a different level than when you are using the ES or a Nasdaq on a 15 minutes chart on a different platform. Because when you put the 15 minutes ES, where is your stop loss on a 15 minutes ES? You should go at least 50 ticks. And this is not a brilliant. So what we need to keep manage the ES under 10 ticks of stop loss. Anything above 10, max 15 ticks, you're a dead meat on the ES. On the Nasdaq, on NinjaTrader, you can get away with between 25 to 35 ticks on the Nasdaq on NinjaTrader platform with an ES on 10, 15 ticks stop loss on the ES. On the other platform, the 10 ticks stop loss on the ES didn't work. It did not work. Oh yeah, you can put 10 ticks, but the accuracy is not there. The accuracy is not there. So, and then um, uh, there is some other programming. I don't want to get involved in it, but we still can tweak real programming on the Nasdaq, on the NinjaTrader to uh, to build more accuracy into the systems. Uh, we tested the AI on the different platforms and all those. It's a very typical AI, can give you momentum, RSI, MACD, the basic. And you can imagine millions of traders are using RSI as a filters, momentum, MACDs, all this basic nonsense. And those and MEA, moving averages. The one who's been in this business long time ago knows RSI, MACDs, moving averages, momentum, all this whatnots, they lag when the market is moving. So you are no longer can rely on those indicators. So you can line up 20 indicators on your chart with those basic and has no engine that uh, make the indicators work together by and not by just some automatic AI coding. It is by programmer is aware of how to trade. Programmer don't know how to trade, don't know how to put two and two together. And this is our programmer. I've been with him for 15 years. He is a C++. He is not just a C programmer. And he is, in the same time, a brilliant trader. So he knows what needs to be done in the trading beside just make a coding for momentum, overbought, oversold, RSI, and all this. I mean, the in 2025, the coding has to be much more pure by 80 to 85% with coding. It's no longer you can get away with it with 65% like in the older days. So what I'm saying is, and then there is a core code, and if we want to go deep into it, I don't want to get into details. So for I mean, I don't get commission, and Ninja Trader, they are not my cousins. But if you are really serious about future trading or day trading, keep your platform Ninja Trader as your day trading. Now, if you want to go wild ride with crypto and Forex, there are plenty platforms out there for those kind of trades, because then you can use 15 minutes and 30 minutes and one day if you want to position yourself for a few days. But if you are on a daily basis, you want to come from 8 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or if you just like what before I did Asian market, European market, and US market. Right now, I shranked it from 8 to 11 o'clock. If there is money to be made, has to be done in 3 hours. You should not be sitting behind a computer no more than 4 hours. If you go and Google and you find out if you are a trader and you sit over 4 hours a day in any platform, you start making the wrong decisions. And always stay disciplined on the future trading on Ninja Trader. Get the accuracy what it takes and stay between 8 o'clock, 11. From 11 to 12, you need to start closing position. From 11 to 12. If you are on a wild trade like this one here on the ES with 5,000 at 11 o'clock, you see still the market can give you more beef to your trade. Why not? We can stay. But do not try to activate new trades at 11 o'clock. Try to finish at 12 o'clock. Stay fresh and keep your head clean. Stay away from the media, computers, and do something else. This is the best advice. Uh, for um, for the Nasdaq right now, we are just taking off on the Nasdaq nicely, and we are around $7,000 on the Nasdaq. 8,000. And it seems like the Nasdaq, where is the institutional? Still, they are way far. I don't know how they're gonna make it today. They are very far today, the institutional. The re-entry point on the Nasdaq is 24,652, has changed. The re-entry point on the ES is 6,645. I don't know if you heard over the weekend how many people, there is one gentleman lost his life over the crash. He put a gun in his head in his Lamborghini and killed himself. He was investing $65 million or euro. I don't know. I mean, woof. Greed. And there are many. Also, I have some friends in Texas. They lost a lot of money because they are using money It's not belong to them. And and I have said before, the minute you use a stop loss on Bitcoin, Ethereum, you're a dead meat. Even if you get away with it for 1 month, 2 months, but you are a dead meat. You cannot overmerge yourself in any given market. So if, let's say on the future trading, if you have $5,000, I will buy one ES and one NASDAQ, maybe one CL, one YM for day trading, or I use a micro account and use the market analyzer. I'll activate ES, NASDAQ, YM, CL, maybe gold, those four on a micro account, and make the market hedge with this. But never overmerge yourself with a stop loss on crypto or Forex. The way I buy Forex, I buy little at the time to have an average price. If the market goes to my direction, I will not add. If the market goes against my direction, which is very rare, then I will add. But I would never overmerge myself with Forex. I can hold for 1 year, 2 years without overmerging myself. The same thing. I only trade euro dollar. I That's the only thing I know. The rest I don't even know what the chart looked like. For the future, if I manage to get up in the morning, I enjoy the DAX, because what I do, I can compete the DAX with the ES. Can give me an early prediction on the DAX from the ES, which they are in two different countries. But on the DAX, you have to have a light hands, very light hands. You close your position and then you think. You have no time to think, because on the DAX, one little mistake, you are 1,000 euro down. One little mistake, you have no time to think. Close position and then think. So it has to be automatic thinking. And I like the NASDAQ, I like the ES, I like the CL. The CL also is very good for the morning session in Europe. It is extremely, you catch a good trends on the gold and the CL. They are extremely profitable. Doesn't not I'm not talking about my system. I'm talking on any system you have. If you get up on in the morning, you find a trend in market on the CL. Sometimes you catch a good trend like what I did today on the Nasdaq. So don't underestimate the European market. Sometimes the markets like the gold can trend extremely well during the European hours, and it's easy to trade, not hard to trade. When the market open, the gold goes into volatility, and it is very hard to approach it. So, despite you have an auto trade, you turn it on and off. Is also knowing the knowledge about the market, where you can find a good place to earn your ticks for today. You have to be a little bit more dynamic and turn off your ears by your friends and the multimedia, and concentrate on your money and whatever system you have. Concentrate on those and block everybody out from your ears when you are trading. You know, I know some of our traders, they go to 4 different trading rooms. They go here, they go there, and they have everyone, and they are not doing any good. Don't do that. Concentrate on the system you have. Doesn't matter if it's just a couple moving averages. Concentrate on what you have and stay focused on what you see on your chart. And this is the best for you to do. Well, we're climbing. There is nothing we can do. We're doing fine, and we have a double resistance on the ES with the target. So most likely the ES will stop at 66.72. The Nasdaq, maybe they are a little bit more on the Nasdaq. Maybe the second bridge is 24,804, and the second one is 24,915. We'll see. I don't know. I cannot predict it today. No, sir, on the resistance, uh, Harold, on the resistance, sir. It's getting very tight, Harold, because the re-entry is right there. 20, the yellow line you have on your chart is 24,686. And but if you notice how the Nasdaq stopped on this line, this is one thing what you can do. The buyers over the sellers and the market analyzer almost all in the green. The 1 minute in this direction and the 1 minute in this one, they can always change between short and long. The 1 minute I'm not worried about, but I worry about the 3, 5, 6, the 10, the 15, and the 30 minutes. So what I'm saying is, uh, when you are looking at the Nasdaq right now, is going to break that FIP. Is going to break that FIP because what it does, you look at the pressure in the market, the buyers over the sellers with a 6 different time frame, and this is the $1 million puzzle. You can see many people have FIB, but they don't understand if they can reverse from that FIB or go long from that FIB. So this one here is not reverse, which 90% of the traders, they are using FIBs. Even if their FIBs is accurate, they make mistakes because what they do, they go short in here. And there is no short because the market is strong. You see, the same thing is going to apply on this double resistance here. The market is might come to this double resistance, but then when we are looking at the market pressure, momentum, trend, we can see it's very strong to the long side. So we are not gonna cut off short in here. This is maybe a breakout if the bar, not today, but on a normal day, if the bar break that line and close above, this mean it's a breakout. So right now it's getting tight between the re-entry 24,696 and the breakout because the market is strong, Harold. You see? So there is no, I cannot call a reversal from here. I cannot call a reversal from here. You let it be. You cannot call a reversal. Even if it pull back, because it's a hard line. Even if it pulls back, it's not tradable. I hope you get it, Harold. You know what I'm thinking. You can see start to blink in here. Sellers trying to push the market down. Now we start sinking. The buyers start shrinking. The sellers start getting stronger, and then now we have two line red and one line red. But those are very 1 minute can change direction. I don't depend on the 1 minute. I keep looking at the 3 and 5 minutes, and then 10, 15, and 30. So you can see how The ES pulled back to the re-entry and a climb in to retest the 66.73, and you can see the Nasdaq stopped. Look at this. The Nasdaq stopped at this yellow line as a re-entry, but I don't want to call this re-entry because we have a resistance above. Can you see, Harold, the picture? It's extremely accurate. Extremely accurate. That's what to give you a 10 step ahead, because you don't get lost. You know, while everybody trading RSI and momentum and MACD and whatever whatnots, uh, even if they tweak, still is the same indicator. From the 80s until now, those indicators, they've been tweaked and retweaked and retweaked, but nothing has changed. Still just a couple moving averages inside. So what I'm saying is, uh, and all those instruments, they lag. They really lag. You know, it's funny. I saw one guy today. He was teaching a series in Europe, not in how to use moving averages. The whole structure on his class is how you can combine 3 moving averages by 2 moving averages. And I was looking at him and I said, nobody has told him what he's doing is lag the whole system with moving averages, which you will never be success trader based on moving averages because they lag. In a fast market, they are useless, you know. So uh, we don't want the indicator to follow the market. We need an indicator to predict the market. You are a future trader, you're not a past trader. So we don't care what the trend exhaustion or this one here or this one or any given indicator telling us. We need to look at the whole market structure to predict. I don't follow the indicator. The indicator is just an opinion, but I want to look in the whole structure of the chart, what it's telling me, which the system here, it is all working together. They're not one, you know, you're not taking a brick from every side and put it together and you want to build with it. You need the system, they all work together and give you prediction where this market going and where most likely we can maximize profit. As an example, right now, this Nasdaq, beside everything, it is a re-entry line. As you see here, the bar is a way move. This is not a normal moving average. This is a different calculation to find where is the re-entry. It's not an EMA, moving averages or whatever. So the bars are away from this line, indicating the trend was strong. And then when it came into this level, which we had a potential to break it, and it's not over yet. It's not over yet. What happened? The market stayed on that side and broke that wall. Once it breaks, indicating they are short, but the short right now is not in order because they are start getting weak, but not weak enough to take short. And we need to cross this line, and then we have a genuine short. Once we see the 5 minutes start active in red, indicating you have short. But this one here, this line here, if you see on your chart, this is another re-entry, but there is no support, so I cannot call this re-entry. There is nothing holding this. If you take a trade from here, there is no support below that section, so it's not the proper. So now if we notice here, the market came into the last re-entry for today and then is climbing back again. That's why we cannot call the short. Once the Nasdaq across this line, The trailing stop is a fib. And then once we cross the 24,665, you can hammer it short as much as you want. The one thing in 32 years, never fade out. Identify trend. Identify trend. Pullback re-entry has been the most successful trading system on any given platform for the last 32 years. It will never fade out, this thinking of identifying trend, pullback, re-entry, always. This is the difference between with the institutional thinking. The institutional thinking, if you want to think about how those banks or the institutional thinking, first of all, they're not using Ninja Trader or Renko Bar or none. They are going on a bigger, higher time frame, at least 30 minutes. And maybe you want to take a short here as an individual trader, but maybe their short is way down here somewhere, but they're not going to jump in on the market on the first pullback. They have a different calculation. But I cannot afford to put the Nasdaq on 30 minutes and tell you to trade it, because then you wipe up your account within a couple of trades. So right now on the Nasdaq there is no trades, and the ES actually looking better because the ES came into the line where it's the re-entry. The yellow number is your re-entry. Always your yellow number is your re-entry, Harold. And as long as we are above that line, there is a second re-entry at 66.51. If it goes below the 66.49, always the first trailing stop. This means you have a short trade. You no longer need to go long, and you need to close all your auto trade to the long side, and you should prevent your auto trade to take long. I'm sorry. So because it's only one direction. So the thing is with the trading, if this ES broke the 66.52 and it broke that line, immediately you have a short trade, and not just a short trade. 80 times of the traders, they don't know that when they take a long or short, they don't know the destination of that trade. You don't go to the airport and you ride on the first airplane. You look for your destination. So if I want to take short in this area here, and let's say if you are on two trades, you take the first one here, is already set, 66.36, and the second one, 66.30. And you leave the trailing stop away from it. If this short is already planned, where is your trade? Where is your stop loss? If you're taking a short here, your stop loss is always above the resistance. As an example here, if you want to take a long trade here, there is nothing holding you if the market is dropped. If you take a short in here and your stop loss in here, most likely if the market come against you, it's going to be rejected because you're hiding your trailing stop, your stop loss, I'm sorry, above or below the support or resistance. Always, always, if you say you want to take a short at 66.50 or 66.47, still the stop loss in the same number. When you hear a guy is using, like you're buying a pack of milk or whatever, his stop loss on an ES set forever for 10 ticks. You can see he's a disaster, because if you are auto trading, yes, 10 ticks. But if you are a manual trading, you need to measure where you are and where you can, not just the entry. You need to measure where you need to hide your stop loss. You need to have a protection for your stop loss. You don't just use this automatic ATM, 10 ticks by 20 ticks, 5 ticks by. Yes, you can trigger it, but then you need to readjust it. So if I wanna go long in here, my stop loss is still at 66.50, below that number. Why? Because there is a double protection, protect my stop loss. And if the market broke those two protection, then there is no use to cry over a spoiled milk. The trend to the long side is finished. So my stop loss is right there. If I want to go long, my stop loss is, is right there. And my target is right there. It's already known, the destination of the market and the stop loss, already known. And then if the market is trending, we can go ahead and extend it to the next fib. Like what I did to this one here, I extend it to the next fib, and I can keep extended to the next fib too. You stay technical, you don't get excited. You stay technical with it. And now, if you can see no matter how the market pulled back, my stop loss is protected at 66.50.25 exactly to the tick. So whether you take a long trade here or now you take a long trade, the stop loss is not going to move. Because if your stop loss here, you can use this one here for now if you want to, the yellow number. But let's say if your stop loss here above that yellow number, I guarantee you will be stopped out. Because why? You just laid $300 on the ground and protected, and any pullback is going to knock you out of the trade. So this is a very expensive trade. It's an protected stop loss. If we take it like this, now I have a double support. I have this line and this line. Now I have 4 items protecting my stop loss. 4 items. This means the market has to be crashing before I can get stop loss, stopped out. And I think that's what happened on the weekend. There is, I don't know, I don't want to talk about it, but there is some people lost millions. And I noticed there is some people using their saving account on over immersion themselves in the crypto, and they do it 5 by 10 or 10 by 20, whatever it is. But if you are using the same, I mean, because the news on the President Trump made the market panic for a few minutes and it dropped. And of course, when the market panic is going to break every rules you have, it's going to break every fib. But on a normal day, when you are trading, if you keep your stop loss safe, you hardly can get stopped out on a trade. Hardly. So when you are auto trading and using the stop loss in the proper location, 8 out of 10 trades are winning trades. So the things is not with the MACD, ATRs, all this nonsense. The secret is if you are a trading or a manual trading, where you need to locate your protection. Your protection before your entry. So if I want to go long in here, it's too late. It's a big stop loss. But now I have a projection here. Here I have 4 items, double support, this one here and this one here, protected me. If I want to put it under the projection here, it's not 100%. Protected is 50% protected. So if I enter the market here, at least I'm a little bit protected. But you don't put your stop loss here. It's a suicide trade. Suicide trade. So the stop loss is more important where to hide it than the entry itself. So right now, as we said, as I told you, Harold, it's a matter of time we can break this resistance. And now, those are the beautiful trade. Why? Because if this bar close above that, you can take the trade, and your stop loss is right here. It's a cheap trade, because if we take that trade right here, if we take the trade right here, our stop loss is cheap. Where is our target? It's right there. Right there. So this is what every time when the market break a major resistance or support, this is a heaven entry, because what it is, you're hiding your stop loss below the line. You are protected. You are protected. The same story is going to happen right now on the ES. He broke that one. Now I can take a long from here, and I can take the stop loss right there. So if you practice today, right there. If you practice today, you watch every fib line, and every time the market close the bar over the fib, for short it will be under the fib. The same thing, vice versa. If the market came in and broke that support area and closed below, this is your stop loss is right there. If you just learn how to do this, you will have 8 out of 10 winning trades without any auto trade, without any dishwasher machine, anything. If this market break this line, there is nothing to cry over. I'm going to leave the Nasdaq as is, and you can see how the market, you can see how this bar sitting on the support area. You see? And if this one break that line, that means you don't need to take long trade anymore. And look what happened. He come back to confirm that line. When this one pulled down to here at 24,745, decide to go back, and you are protected. And then once you are done, you break even plus one tick just to save, so you don't have to pay for the broker, and then the rest is a free ride. Try to learn that today on your platform, and then you can see you can go from 0 to 100 with it. So this is really important. If this market break those double support, used to be double resistant, your re-entry is right there. Right there. This is your re-entry if the market did drop. But if the market didn't drop, you wait on the breakout of the fib, or you can put the stop loss here if you are too close to it. You can put it here. No, sorry, sell. right there, your 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 stop loss here, and you can put your buy signal right there. Look where I put the stop loss. It came in right to my stop loss and turn around again. So this is another one, but I don't know if I need to make it complicated. If you are taking a long trade and you have a stop loss below the fib, the market going up, and you have one long contract, you can put two contract stop loss. Why? Because if the market go up and made money, we can disconnect the stop losses. But if you have one contract long and you have it on a technical side here, there is a good potential for short because you broke the support area. But this is a little bit complex. I don't want to get into it, but you can do this. So you can, there are many things you can do in the market. It's so easy to find a way to make money on the way up and on the way down. Oh, Jesus, it's 11 o'clock. Folks, thank you very much for today. We wish you a very nice day, and we will see